everyone, back again. So I want to go ahead and go over what we're going to have this week. So we decided that we are going to have chicken bowls. Again, it's going to be rice, jasmine rice. It's going to be grilled chicken right here, chicken breast, seasoned with Bel Air bird seasoning. It's herb and spice seasoning. It has a little bit of everything, I think, in there. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to season them here in a minute. And it's actually about to be lunchtime, so I'm going to go ahead and season them, put them on the grill, pull them off, and then I'll go ahead and drizzle some Frank's RedHot wing sauce on there also. And the chicken bowls this week are going to be super simple because we had a really busy weekend and we have a really busy week ahead. Sometimes in the summertime, we kind of book ourselves a bunch with things during the week / weekend. So we just need to have something really quick and easy. So these bowls are going to have the rice, like I said, the white rice and the chicken, and that's it, drizzled with Frank's. So we're going to keep it super simple. It also helps for calorie counts, but it's also good. It's just nothing too crazy. For dinner this week, we're actually going to have the OG Mediterranean herb salmon. We buy about a pound. Again, it yields somewhere between 10 to 12 ounces once it reduces down. And actually go back over my chicken. We're going to be grilling about 4.5 pounds. It's actually technically 4.6 pounds. We calculated it out. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm trying to get almost an exact amount. So for example, last week we had grilled chicken thighs for our bowls. I bought 4.5 pounds, and come Friday, we did not have enough. We had, I think, about half as much as we needed. Luckily, I still had some leftover steak from the day before, so we just added that into the bowl. Everything's okay. Some weeks we end up with a little bit of extra, so I'll put that in the freezer so that in this instance, like last week, which we didn't have any left over, we'll have leftovers like chicken if we need to supplement a final day. But right now, 4.5 pounds, I think, of the chicken breast is gonna be okay. It doesn't reduce down quite as much as the chicken thighs, so we should be fine there. So that's all for lunch. Monday dinner again was the salmon. Tuesday, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have beef flank steak. This is actually a really good cut. It's like the beef skirt steak, the chicken that people have for, not chicken, for beef fajitas. But it's a little bit of a leaner cut. If you look at it, I don't have it out right now, but it's a whole lot less marbling, a whole lot less fat, but it still tastes really, really good. We're gonna season that with my favorite meat church, Dia de la Fajita seasoning. It's a great fajita seasoning. I love it. It's about a pound, 1 3/4 pounds. So it's probably gonna be about 2 meals for us. So we're gonna have that probably Tuesday and Wednesday evening. Thursday, I think we're gonna still end up having a little more red meat, a steak. So actually what I might end up doing is supplementing. Again, I have chicken wings here that are frozen that we just will pull out. We're gonna have that maybe on Thursday instead, but most likely we're gonna figure it out. I think maybe we'll have this Friday and then the chicken wings on Thursday. I'm not really sure. It's the summertime. We're a little more relaxed right now, but I think if we don't have it set up too crazy, I think we'll be fine with what we have here. Again, if I run out, the store's right next door. I'll go get some more chicken breast and we'll have that for dinner maybe. I do have also over here, again, talking about the summertime, I found some good, a good deal on some burgers that are already pre-seasoned. I like to season them myself, but Central Market has this one called the Cowboy Burger Seasoned. It's already got some good stuff like jalapenos, cheese, and bacon already added in there. So that's really, really good and easy for me to just pop on the grill. We'll probably have that Saturday night, and then we'll go ahead and go back to the store on Sunday and start everything over again. All right, so that's pretty much the protein for this week. Again, I'm not really sure how it's gonna all pan out, but I know we're gonna have chicken breast for sure for lunch. We're gonna have salmon for sure for dinner. We're gonna have flank steak for sure. We're gonna have a regular, this is not a ribeye, this is a New York strip, and we're gonna have chicken wings, and we're also gonna have some burgers. So we're gonna figure out how to make it all work. probably Tuesday or Wednesday, Libby's gonna tell me, all right, we need to have this instead of that. So we'll figure it out, we'll adjust, it's gonna be great. All right, I'll come back with you in just a second. We'll talk about the vegetables. Okay, we're back. So I wanna go over our fruits and our vegetables for this week, kind of give you an idea how much we have. Typically as a starting point for our dinners, I typically have I shoot for about 8 to 10 ounces of vegetables that's already cooked and reduced a little bit, 8 to 10 ounces. Libby, we try to get somewhere between 6 to 8 ounces. Obviously, I'm a larger human being than her, so I need to have a little bit more. For one, I'm always a little bit hungrier than her. Two, I just need a little bit more nutrients, right? So I aim, again, I say this because at first, whenever I started kind of switching my lifestyle and eating a little more healthy, I didn't really know where to start. And I thought, you know, you need to start with about 5 or 6 ounces and whenever you look at it on a plate, 5 or 6 ounces seems like a lot. And then once you realize you're still hungry and more hungry, you realize you need a little bit more. And, you know, a decent amount of vegetables go a long way and they really, really keep you satisfied for a little bit longer. So lean in, have a little bit of extra vegetables. They'll help satiate you and keep you less hungry. Okay, so real quick, actually, I wanted to cover this one more time because I said it, but I didn't show it. This is the package I will have for our lunches. This is from Grain Trust. This is just jasmine white rice. They come in packets of 3 in the freezer. I will pop them in the microwave for 4 minutes and then they're ready. We end up divvying it out just about all of it for each meal. They come in packets of 3, so we end up with 1 extra typically because we'll have 5 meals. So over time, we'll end up accumulating a decent amount. This week, we only bought 3 because we had some extras in the freezer. So going on now to our vegetables for the week, we had actually 2 extra bags of Brussels sprouts left over from this last week. So we still have this much to eat of vegetables, which is, you know, that's probably about 2 pounds. And that's about 2 meals worth for one of the 2 sides that we end up having. I bought right here just fresh green beans. Just want to show you what they look like, right? They're not, you know, in a can or anything like that. This is about 3 1/4 pounds, so 3.25 pounds of green beans. These will probably, after I cut them up and trim up and get rid of the bad ones, probably reduce about, you know, maybe to just straight up 3 pounds. That should last us the whole week. And we have also our some of our summertime favorites, squash and zucchini. We have picked out 4 of each. They're gonna probably make part of their way into part of next week, but it's also a guessing game. You don't really know how much, you know, you're really gonna eat for the week. And, you know, just kind of depends on how much we end up needing for the weekend also. So going on now from vegetables to our fruits. So this is a lot of fruit and honestly, we're probably gonna eat most of it. And if we don't, we'll finish it before the weekend. I promise you that. This is a watermelon that Libby picked out. As you can see, very, very, very small hole. On the butt end of it, here's the stem end of it. Looks like it has a nice little yellow spot. She has been having so much fun going to the store and telling everybody her advice. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not allowed to pick out the watermelons. I pick out just pretty much about everything else as far as vegetables go, but dude, and fruit. This is the one that she picks out and she has to tell everybody that she talks to there. It's funny because yesterday I saw her talking to an old man. The week before that, she was talking to a couple. The week before that, she was talking to a lady. She just has so much fun talking about her little trade secrets. And I keep telling her she can't be telling everybody our trade secrets. I'll tell y'all because y'all probably don't, all y'all aren't gonna shop with us at our central market, but we need to have a couple watermelons still ready to be eaten by us. So don't tell everybody how to find the good watermelons because we want to have a good one too. So anyways, yeah, so there's a watermelon. We'll end up eating that. I'm gonna get this out of the way. We bought this last week and I really enjoyed it. It is a type of cantaloupe, I think. It's a sunny craze. melon. It tastes like somewhere between a cantaloupe and a honeydew. It tastes really, really good. It's really sweet. Super good. We'll have that this week for sure. Okay, so I got 2 different kinds of Rainier cherries. I don't know what they're called differently, but there's a lighter color that's got a more orangish hue. And these are just the deep, dark red cherries. I love cherries in the summertime. Gosh, they're so great. I love them. I'll eat so many of them. And we buy them where they're pitted and everything. So we'll just pop it in our mouth, kick out the pit, throw it back in the bowl and start eating. You know, we'll just rinse and repeat. We have some apples, some Envy apples that we'll eat throughout the week. I personally love white peaches more than yellow. Call me un-Texan, I'm sorry. I love yellow peaches for sure, but I love the white peaches a little more. There's a little bit more, I don't know, freshness, not freshness. It's more, I'll just call it a bright, let's call it a bright taste that I like a little bit more than the yellow peach. Yellow peach is a little bit sweeter. I feel like this is a little bit more mellow. I like that a lot. We bought 6 of those. So we have 4 apples, 6 peaches. We have 2 packages of blueberries. These are 18 ounces. So to round it out, we have 3 1-pound packages of strawberries. The strawberries were huge this week, so excited to have them. They've been super sweet lately. As the changes of the season, you can taste the different profiles. As the summer wears on, there's certain fruits that just taste a lot better. It's awesome. We eat so much fruit in this house now, where, you know, I think back and we used to barely eat any of it, you know. Really, really just enjoyed it. And again, it's good for you, and it keeps you full. Honestly, if you're hungry, instead of going to the pantry to find, you know, some crackers or find some chips, you know, pull out a bag of or a case of strawberries and eat those. They're going to be a lot better for you. So that kind of wraps it up for this week. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Like, comment, and let me know if there's anything that y'all want me to cover. Oh, lastly, actually I have to say this real quick. Libby made, for the first time, rosemary salt sourdough. It looks amazing. I really want to eat it. She's on a call right now, and I really want to just cut it up before she gets off her call. But we're going to wait, obviously. Anyways, I'll let you know how that ends up tasting. I cannot wait to try it. It's the first time. We've been making sourdough since the beginning of the year, and this is the first time we're finally feeling good enough to try a flavor rather than just the straight up sourdough. Don't get me wrong, just straight up sourdough is amazing, but I'm really excited to try this. So take care, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.